In this video, we're going to go over the history of Siesta Key, Florida, and how it came to be one of the most popular vacation destinations in America. Picture this: a pristine barrier island with crystal clear waters and sugar white sand beaches, once home to thick vegetation and wild animals, including venomous snakes. This was Siesta Key in the early 20th century, known then as Little Sarasota Key or Sarasota Key. But how did this sparsely populated island transform into the tourist hotspot we know today? Let's dive into the fascinating history of Siesta Key and uncover the events that shaped this Florida gem. Our story begins in 1906, when Captain Lewis Roberts and his wife made a decision that would change the course of the island's history. They converted their modest boarding house into a hotel, aptly named the Roberts Hotel. Little did they know that this simple act would plant the seeds for Siesta Key's future as a vacation paradise. Mrs. Roberts quickly gained a reputation for her culinary skills, particularly her mouth-watering clam chowder, which began to draw A-listers, including Hollywood stars, to this secluded island. The following year, 1907, marked a pivotal moment in Siesta Key's development. Captain Roberts joined forces with two visionary partners, Harry Higel and E.M. Arbogast, to form the Siesta Land Company. This trio would become the driving force behind the island's early growth, renaming it Siesta Key and laying the groundwork for its future as a tourist destination. The 1910 U.S. Census recorded a mere 31 residents on the island. The lack of easy access from the mainland, coupled with the challenges posed by mosquitoes and limited arable land, kept settlement sparse. But change was on the horizon. Enter Harry Higel, a man whose impact on Siesta Key cannot be overstated. Born in Philadelphia in 1867, Higel arrived in Sarasota shortly after the town was formed in 1902. He quickly became a prominent figure, serving 5 terms on the town and city council and 3 terms as mayor of Sarasota. Higel's vision for Siesta Key was grand. He began an ambitious marketing campaign, promoting the island as Siesta on the Gulf, and touting it not just as a vacation destination, but also as a farming opportunity. In 1915, Higel made a bold move to attract more visitors to the Key. He built the Heigelhurst Hotel on Big Pass, a beautiful 2-story building with columns and a large screened porch. Rooms at this luxurious establishment rented for $2.50 a night and offered amenities such as hot and cold running water, large baths, and gas and electric lights. The grand opening was attended by over 200 people, a significant number given the island's small population at the time. The year 1917 marked a turning point for Siesta Key. As mayor of Sarasota, Higel supported a bond issue that resulted in the construction of the first bridge to the island. This crucial infrastructure development opened up Siesta Key to more guests, setting the stage for increased tourism and development. However, the island's growth wasn't without setbacks. In that same year, the Heigelhurst Hotel tragically burned to the ground. It was never rebuilt, but its brief existence had already put Siesta Key on the map as a desirable destination. In 1925, the main portion of the Grand Canal was dredged, and Palm Island was created from the fill. This extensive canal system, which now consists of 9 miles of waterways with 89 acres of water surface, would become a defining feature of Siesta Key's landscape. In 1926, the county built a second bridge on Stickney Point Road, further improving access to the island. This period also saw the platting of lots on Heron Lagoon on the south end of the island, setting the stage for future residential development. Despite these advancements, the Great Depression of the 1930s slowed growth on Siesta Key, as it did across much of the country. However, this period of stagnation was relatively short-lived for the island paradise. The post-World War II era ushered in a new chapter for Siesta Key. The 1940s and 1950s saw a population boom in Sarasota County, with the number of residents increasing by 80% between 1940 and 1950, and more than 2.5 times in the following decade. This growth, coupled with the use of DDT and other means to control mosquitoes, made the Keys increasingly desirable for development. During this time, Siesta Key began to attract a different kind of resident. The island became a mecca for local artists and writers. Notable figures such as authors McKinley Cantor and John D. MacDonald, and artists like landscape painter Helen Sawyer and her portrait artist husband Jerry Farnsworth made Siesta Key their home. In 1950, Siesta Key received international recognition when National Geographic magazine cited Siesta Beach as one of the 4 most beautiful beaches in the world. This accolade put Siesta Key firmly on the global map as a must-visit destination. The county commissioners hired architect Tim Seibert to design a pavilion for Siesta Beach. Seibert, a prominent figure in the Sarasota School of Architecture, created a design that embodied the principles of mid-century modern architecture. The pavilion, dedicated in the spring of 1960, featured simple geometric plans, strong horizontality, broad roof overhangs, and a dynamic interplay between indoor and outdoor spaces. The 1960s saw continued growth and development on Siesta Key. In 1965, additional land was acquired to the north of the beach pavilion, adding another 300 feet of beach frontage. The 1970s brought further expansion of the public beach. Approximately 30 acres of property owned by the Gregg family was purchased, significantly increasing the size of the public beach area. This land had belonged to Hugh Gregg, the former governor of New Hampshire, who had retired to Siesta Key and built the Summer House restaurant there in 1975. Today, Siesta Key stands as a testament to the vision of its early developers and the ongoing efforts of its community. With Siesta Beach being named the #1 beach in the U.S. by U.S. News & World Report in 2024. The sugar white sand, composed of 99% pure quartz, remains one of its most distinctive features, a legacy of the erosion of the Appalachian Mountains millions of years ago. From a sparsely populated island with wild vegetation and venomous snakes, to a world-renowned vacation destination, Siesta Key's journey has been remarkable. Its story is one of visionary individuals, like Captain Louis Roberts and Harry Higel, of community activism through organizations like the Siesta Key Association. Siesta Key stands today as a shining example of how natural beauty, thoughtful development, and community involvement can create a truly exceptional place. Whether you're a longtime resident, a frequent visitor, or planning your first trip to this Florida paradise, Key adds a new dimension to the experience, making every sunset over the Gulf of Mexico a celebration of the island's fascinating journey.